Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered if your outfit is sending the wrong message? After 60, style should feel effortless, elegant, and confident. Yet, so many women fall into the trap of making small fashion mistakes that actually shout, "I'm trying too hard." These slip-ups can instantly add years, distract from your natural beauty, and even make you feel less comfortable in your own skin. The truth is, fashion after 60 is not about chasing trends or clinging to the styles you wore decades ago. It's about embracing who you are today, refined, confident, and full of life. When you choose the right cuts, colors, and accessories, you don't just look stylish, you radiate presence. That's why in this video, we'll uncover 10 common style mistakes mature women often make, and more importantly, how to avoid them. Each one is easy to fix, and once you do, your wardrobe will feel lighter, fresher, and more aligned with the woman you've become. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which habits to let go of and which style choices will help you look effortlessly chic, modern, and timeless. You'll also discover how small tweaks, whether it's tailoring a blazer, picking the right colors, or updating your hairstyle, can transform your entire look without feeling like you're overcompensating. So if you've ever felt uncertain about whether your outfit is truly working for you, stay tuned. These insights are designed to inspire you, guide you, and show you that looking stylish after 60 doesn't require effort, it only requires intention. And with that, let's begin by exploring the very first mistake that quietly undermines so many women's style after 60. Wearing clothes that are too tight. One of the most common mistakes women over 60 make is choosing clothes that are simply too tight. While it might seem like fitted clothing would highlight your figure, the reality is that overly snug pieces often do the opposite. They can create bulges, restrict movement, and make you appear as though you're trying to fit into something that doesn't belong to your stage of life. Take Linda, a 62-year-old who recently shared her frustration about feeling uncomfortable in her favorite skinny jeans. Instead of showing off her shape, they emphasized areas she wanted to minimize and made her self-conscious all day. When she switched to a pair of straight-leg trousers with a bit of stretch, suddenly she looked taller, slimmer, and far more confident. This is the power of choosing clothing that fits properly. Fashion for mature women isn't about squeezing into the smallest size possible. It's about finding silhouettes that celebrate your body as it is today. Clothes that skim rather than cling create clean lines, flatter your figure, and give you room to breathe. When you feel comfortable, you naturally exude elegance, and that is far more stylish than anything too tight could ever achieve. The key takeaway: size is just a number. Focus on how the fabric drapes, how you feel when you move, and whether the outfit truly reflects your personality. Comfort and confidence should always come first. Now that we've addressed the issue of clothing that's too tight, let's move to the opposite end of the spectrum. When clothes are far too youthful or trendy, and why that can also send the wrong message. Dressing too youthful or trendy. Another mistake that many women over 60 unknowingly make is dressing in a way that feels too youthful or overly trendy. While it's tempting to think that wearing what the younger generation is wearing will help you look modern, the truth is it often has the opposite effect. Instead of looking chic, it can make you appear as though you're trying too hard to keep up. Consider bright neon leggings, overly distressed jeans, or crop tops, pieces that might look playful on a teenager but rarely flatter a woman in her 60s. Evelyn, 65, once told me she felt invisible in a group of younger women, so she bought a flashy sequined mini dress for a party. Instead of boosting her confidence, it made her feel uncomfortable and out of place. When she swapped it for a sleek, knee-length wrap dress in a jewel tone, she looked radiant, elegant, and age-appropriate without looking dated. The key here is balance. You don't have to give up trends altogether. Fashion for mature women is about adapting trends in subtle, sophisticated ways. For instance, instead of wearing ripped jeans, opt for dark wash denim with a tailored blazer. Instead of a crop top, try a slightly shorter sweater layered over a longer blouse. These small adjustments allow you to stay modern while honoring your age and confidence. Now that we've talked about avoiding overly youthful styles, let's turn our attention to accessories and how wearing too many at once can overwhelm even the most stylish outfit. Over-accessorizing, accessories can be the perfect finishing touch to any outfit, but when there are too many competing elements, they stop enhancing your look and start overwhelming it. Over-accessorizing is one of the fastest ways to unintentionally age your style, because instead of drawing attention to your elegance, it makes the outfit feel cluttered and distracting. Imagine wearing a chunky necklace, oversized earrings, stacked bracelets, a patterned scarf, and a bold handbag, all at once. Each piece might be beautiful on its own, but together they fight for attention and hide the person wearing them. Mature women often look most polished when accessories are chosen with intention. Take Margaret, 64, who used to layer on jewelry because she thought more is better. Once she pared down to a single statement necklace paired with subtle stud earrings, her entire look changed. Suddenly, people noticed her face, her smile, and her confidence, not just the jewelry. This is the essence of style tips for women over 60. Less is more, and refinement always outshines excess. The best approach is to pick one focal accessory, a scarf in a rich color, a classic watch, or elegant earrings, and let it stand out. Simplicity ensures your outfit feels harmonious while keeping the attention where it belongs, on you. Now that we've talked about the power of keeping accessories in check, let's move on to another mistake, ignoring the importance of proper fit and tailoring, which can make or break an outfit at any age. Ignoring proper fit tailoring. Even the most expensive clothing can look unflattering if it doesn't fit properly. One of the biggest style mistakes women over 60 make is overlooking the importance of tailoring. Clothes that are too long, too loose in the shoulders, or baggy at the waist can make you look less polished, no matter how beautiful the fabric may be. Think about Susan, 67, who invested in a lovely blazer but never had the sleeves shortened. Instead of giving her a sleek, modern shape, the jacket seemed to swallow her whole. After a quick visit to the tailor, the blazer fit like it was made just for her. Suddenly, she looked taller, slimmer, and far more confident. This simple adjustment completely changed her presence. Tailoring doesn't have to be complicated or costly. Small tweaks, like hemming pants to the perfect length, taking in the waist of a skirt, or adjusting a jacket's shoulders, can make an outfit look custom made. Best clothes for women over 60 are the ones that not only suit your style but also fit your unique body beautifully. When your clothes fit well, you project confidence and sophistication, proving that elegance isn't about quantity but about quality and detail. Now that we've seen how proper tailoring can elevate your look, let's talk about another subtle yet powerful factor, colors and prints. Choosing the wrong ones can instantly age your style, while the right ones can make you glow. Wearing outdated colors or prints. Another subtle mistake that can make women over 60 look older than they are is relying on outdated colors or prints. While certain shades and patterns may have felt flattering years ago, they don't always align with today's modern, sophisticated look. Dark, muted tones or overly busy floral prints can sometimes dull your natural glow and unintentionally add years to your appearance. For example, Diane, 63, realized her closet was full of drab brown and faded floral skirts she had been wearing for decades. She often felt invisible when she walked into a room. When she began incorporating jewel tones like emerald green, sapphire blue, and softer neutrals such as ivory and taupe, her friends immediately noticed the difference. Suddenly, she looked vibrant, polished, and more confident. This small change in color choice transformed how she felt in her own skin. When it comes to fashion for mature women, the key is choosing colors that brighten your complexion and patterns that feel timeless rather than dated. Subtle stripes, elegant polka dots, or even a bold accent color in the form of a scarf can make an outfit feel fresh and modern without going overboard. Your wardrobe should reflect who you are today, not who you were 20 years ago. Updating your color palette is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to achieve that. Now that we've addressed the impact of colors and prints, let's turn to another area that often causes women to appear as if they're trying too hard: makeup and hairstyles that don't match their natural elegance. Too much makeup or wrong style isn't only about clothes. It's also about how your hair and makeup complement your overall look. One of the most common mistakes women over 60 make is wearing makeup that's too heavy or choosing hairstyles that don't enhance their natural beauty. Instead of creating a youthful, fresh appearance, these choices can sometimes highlight fine lines or make you look like you're trying too hard. Take Patricia, 61, who believed that layering on foundation and bold eye makeup would hide the signs of aging. Instead, the heavy products settled into her skin, making her look older than she really was. When she switched to a lighter foundation, softer eye colors, and a flattering lipstick shade, her features instantly looked brighter and more natural. Similarly, her long, unlayered hair was weighing her down. Once she embraced a chic layered bob, one of the most recommended haircuts for women over 60, her face looked lifted and radiant. The secret is subtlety. Soft waves, shoulder-length cuts, and hairstyles with movement add youthfulness without pretending to be 25 again. Makeup should enhance rather than mask. Think fresh skin, defined brows, and a touch of color on the lips. These details make all the difference in presenting yourself with confidence. Now that we've covered the impact of hair and makeup, let's look at the opposite clothing challenge: outfits that are far too baggy, which can be just as unflattering as those that are too tight. Wearing clothes that are too baggy. On the other end of the spectrum, many women over 60 lean toward clothes that are far too baggy. It's an easy trap to fall into. After all, loose clothing feels comfortable and can seem like a way to hide areas you're less confident about. But oversized pieces often have the unintended effect of making you look shapeless, drowning out your natural silhouette, and even adding bulk that isn't there. Consider Helen, 66, who loved wearing oversized cardigans and wide, unstructured pants. While they felt cozy, her friends often remarked that her outfits looked slouchy. When she tried a more tailored cardigan paired with straight-leg trousers, the transformation was dramatic. She didn't lose comfort, but she gained definition, and her confidence skyrocketed. This shows why style tips for women over 60 always emphasize balance. The secret is choosing pieces that skim the body rather than engulf it. A softly draped blouse, a blazer with subtle shaping, or pants with a clean line can provide ease without sacrificing elegance. Remember, comfort doesn't have to mean oversized. Modern fabrics with stretch can move with you while still flattering your figure. Clothing that respects your shape communicates confidence and intention, reminding the world that you are present, stylish, and proud of who you are. Now that we've talked about avoiding baggy outfits, let's step into another area where many women struggle: shoes. The wrong footwear can quietly undermine even the most carefully chosen outfit. Choosing the wrong shoes. Shoes may seem like a small detail, but they have the power to elevate or completely break an outfit. One of the most common mistakes women over 60 make is choosing footwear that doesn't align with their style or comfort needs. Ultra-high heels can look forced and uncomfortable, while overly casual sneakers or bulky sandals may make even the most polished outfit appear sloppy. Take Janet, 64, who insisted on wearing stilettos to formal events because she thought they made her look younger. Instead, she spent most of the evening sitting, uncomfortable and distracted. When she switched to elegant kitten heels, she found she could move gracefully, stay comfortable, and still look sophisticated. On the other hand, her everyday outfits improved dramatically when she traded worn-out sneakers for stylish loafers and ankle boots. These options are chic, supportive, and timeless, ideal shoes for women over 60. The goal is to find footwear that blends comfort with elegance. Look for cushioned soles, modest heel heights, and classic designs that complement your wardrobe. Whether it's a pair of leather loafers, ballet flats, or sleek ankle boots, the right shoes complete your outfit and allow you to move with ease and confidence. Shoes aren't just an accessory, they send a message about how you carry yourself. Choosing wisely ensures that your style feels intentional from head to toe. Now that we've addressed footwear, let's look at another subtle but powerful mistake: holding on to old, worn-out pieces that no longer serve you. Holding on to old, worn-out pieces. One of the most overlooked style mistakes women over 60 make is holding on to clothing that is past its prime. We all have those comfortable favorites tucked away in our closets: faded sweaters, stretched out pants, or jackets that have lost their shape. While these pieces may feel familiar, they often send the wrong message: that you've stopped paying attention to how you present yourself. Take Carol, 68, who wore the same faded cardigan for years because it was cozy and easy. When she finally replaced it with a new, well-fitted knit in a soft neutral, the compliments poured in. Friends told her she looked more refreshed and radiant, even though the change was simple. This proves that fashion for mature women isn't about chasing trends. It's about keeping your wardrobe updated so it reflects your vitality today. Letting go of worn-out clothes can feel emotional, but think of it as making space for a new chapter. A streamlined closet filled with polished, flattering pieces doesn't just improve your style, it boosts your confidence every time you get dressed. Remember, your wardrobe is a reflection of how you value yourself. By saying goodbye to items that no longer serve you, you're making room for outfits that make you feel alive, modern, and confident. Now that we've talked about outdated clothing, let's move to the final mistake: relying too heavily on flashy labels and logos, which can end up looking more forced than fashionable. Trying too hard with labels. Flashy brands. The final mistake many women over 60 fall into is relying too heavily on flashy labels and oversized brand logos. While it may seem like designer names automatically equal sophistication, the reality is that large, in-your-face branding can feel less like elegance and more like trying too hard. True style has never been about broadcasting a label. It's about how confidently you wear what you choose. For instance, Maria, 62, once invested in a handbag with an oversized logo because she thought it signaled luxury. Instead of elevating her outfit, it distracted from her polished look. When she switched to a timeless leather tote in a clean, minimalist design, she looked far more refined. The compliments she received weren't about the brand, but about how chic and put together she appeared. This illustrates an important truth about style tips for women over 60. Simplicity and subtlety often make the strongest statement. Luxury doesn't need to shout. A well-tailored blazer, a classic pair of trousers, or a quality leather shoe speaks volumes without the need for bold logos. Choose pieces that highlight your sophistication and align with your lifestyle. This approach makes your style look intentional and timeless, not forced. Now that we've explored all 10 common mistakes, let's wrap up by revisiting the key takeaways and reminding ourselves what style after 60 is truly about: confidence, elegance, and authenticity. Conclusion. Call to action. We've just walked through 10 of the most common style mistakes that can make women over 60 appear as though they're trying too hard, from wearing clothes that are too tight or too baggy, to relying on outdated colors, over accessorizing, or holding on to worn out pieces. Each mistake is easy to make, but also easy to fix. The good news is that with just a few thoughtful adjustments, you can completely transform the way you present yourself. Fashion for mature women is not about chasing every new trend or clinging to styles from decades past. It's about celebrating the woman you are today, confident, graceful, and unapologetically yourself. When you choose clothes that fit well, colors that bring out your glow, and accessories that highlight your personality, your style becomes effortless. And when your hair and makeup enhance rather than overwhelm, you shine in a way that feels authentic and timeless. The most important takeaway: style after 60 is less about rules and more about confidence. Looking chic and modern doesn't require effort, it requires intention. Small changes like tailoring a blazer, updating your shoe choices, or letting go of old pieces can open the door to a wardrobe that feels both fresh and empowering. If this video inspired you, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more style tips for women over 60 and practical ideas to help you feel your best every day. Leave a comment below sharing which mistake surprised you the most, or which one you're ready to stop making right now. And don't miss our next video: best hairstyles that instantly make women over 60 look younger. It's the perfect next step in building a look that reflects the vibrant, confident woman you truly are.